Hello and welcome to this gameplay guide for Astroneer, and today we are focusing on the exploration side, and also we will be working towards and hopefully building our first rover. Now, in order to do the rover, in order to build one, you will need a vehicle fabricator or vehicle bay, and if you open up your Q menu and you go, I believe it's that one, so I've brought this lamp as well, that was a couple of £100, and I have also brought the large rover. So when you do your research, so just to recap, as you hunt around you find varying bits and pieces around the land that you can research. Bits like this says unknown research, and you put it in the research bay and it will provide you with bytes, which is your sort of in-game money, if you like. And so with that you can then purchase new things like new tables, the vehicle bay, I have the smelter there, and I have the what is that? The resource extractor? It's the mineral extractor, I think it's called, which I demonstrated in the last video. Basically, you put your soil canisters there, it fills up the top pod at the top, you set it running, and it creates you whatever you've set it to duplicate. So, to put it there, you can do duplicate, lacerite, malachite, coal, which I haven't actually come across yet, titanium, which we did in the last video, lithium. I've not seen any lithium yet, but we will see that later in the video. One of the normal materials which you can just find, there's plenty of that, you don't really need to do any of that. And resin, which is another couple of ones there. Ammonium, that's fairly common. So yeah, once it's ready, it will bring it forward and then you can extract resources and carry on like that. Now, the light that I mentioned previously is actually sitting there on top of my backpack. Ah, okay. With it now, you can actually turn it off somehow. Oh, there it goes. Just press and hold. I was trying to work out why on earth that went out on me and then came back, but there you go. That's how you use that. So it sits on top of your backpack, or I guess you could put it in other places, but this is really handy if you're exploring cave systems. So, to the exploration element of this video, if we take our long slide down, slow it down a bit, because otherwise I've died at the bottom because of impact, basically. Okay, so before I've mentioned that I'm going to explore down here, and as you can see I've been down here a little bit already, and what I've found down here is going to be quite useful to me in the future, I think, is a couple of rocket boosters, rocket thrusters. So digging around here, the other thing is it's a big cave, so I thought, well, I know, I'll go a little deeper. I'll explore just a little bit further. And I didn't actually have to go too far. If we just wander over here, just sitting around on the floor was this dynamite. But I can't pick it up, so maybe if I tunnel underneath it, maybe now I can pick it up. Oh yeah, there it is, I now have some dynamite. I haven't researched that yet, but there's an item you can research in the Q menu. I think it's under science, go right to the bottom. Maybe not. A terrain analyzer, I'll have to have a look at that later on. I'll continue to do these videos and introduce each of these aspects. There's that one. Soon know it when I find it, but it is one of the items that you can buy here. Maybe if I bang it in the research, if it will take it. It's there somewhere, I know it. Ah, yeah, there it is, the dynamite. And to buy that costs 3,600 bytes, which is quite a lot. So finding it is really useful. So, as this cave goes deeper, I thought it'd be a good idea just to have a go down here, and it goes quite a way. As you can see. But at the very bottom, and no, that isn't my body, by the way, somebody else's, but that was here, planted as a set piece. If I look at that as a rare mineral there, and something I've got no idea what it is, so bring up mine, we'll put the lithium over, small oxygen tank, that looks useful, more dynamite, oh, it's filling up, compound, not so worried about that, and a small battery, that's what it is, and some aluminium. There we go. So there we go. And have a rather nice little haul there. But that's not it. Furthering the investigations of this cave, because it's yielded quite a nice amount of. It's filling up the battery pack. Look, that's what the yellow is. Yellow bar and the yellow plus symbols. It's adding power to the battery. That's cool. Something else I haven't had to buy or make, always useful. If we run over here, now back to these thrusters. Now, as you see, it is a really big cave, and I did find quite a bit of research in here to take to the surface and earn some bytes. As you can see, I'm up to about 7,000 at the minute. No, the sun must have come out. I'm getting double the rate. So I'm hoping to buy the modules, because apparently, from what I understand, there are. I'll need one of those or one of those. It's expensive. And probably one of these as well, shuttle. You can use the shuttle and go to a different planet, and there is another planet you can start getting resources from, which I suspect which is where the titanium is. But anyway, continuing the exploration, as you can see there's some aluminium here, aluminium ore, and lo and behold, look, more dynamite. If I put that up there, I should put it there, there we go. So there we go, very useful. Right, so now that we've got all of that, see, that'd be interesting to find out how much longer do I last with the oxygen tank on. Let's go for a run. It's over the top here, avoiding the nasties, like that. Goodbye, it will just disappear over time. I guess the key isn't to go too far, just in case you die. As you can see, I've been around here and digging around. So, oops. Anything? No research there. Oh, no, there's another rocket booster in the ground over there. Can't research it, but at least well, the oxygen tank's lasting well. Look, it's just hitting the tank on the top there. Look, that is really useful. Right, let's grab that thruster. So having one of them is quite handy. It's actually giving me the 50. Oh, there it is. that's the warning. Warning, Will Robinson. It's the get back to your airline, your tether. So I've now got 3 thrusters, which is really handy. I'm assuming we're going to be using those for, as you can see, the oxygen tank on my back's filled up. So I had a few of those. You could probably last a really long time. Right, let's have a dig around there. See if there's anything there. Probably not. Nope. Anything here? Nope. There's another cave system down there that might be worth an explore. No, nothing's there. Ah. I did actually manage to mine my way through to a cave system. I'm wondering if I've just mined into this. Oh look, there we go. Just sitting around in the middle of nowhere. I'll have that, thank you very much. Is there some more dynamite in the top there, shall we say? Yep, there's some more dynamite in the top of that one. Look. There you go, exploration wins the day. Some more lacerite if I need it. Right, of course the only problem with exploration is not actually knowing which way to go back. That's the nice thing about the tethers. If you're putting down the tethers, they provide light and they provide a sort of breadcrumb for you to get back from. Yeah. Alright, let's get this research back up to the surface and see what we need to build our first rover. It's this way. See, I have been all over the place in this cave. I haven't been down there yet, but maybe. The only time I've died so far is by sliding down here all the way to the bottom, and I just impacted at the bottom. I was just going far too fast, so as I was sliding down, just pressing back just slows you down enough. Just do it once or twice and then I'll get to the bottom and I don't have any problems. Right, okay, so let's put that there, because I know those two aren't particularly expensive. I don't think this is either, I think it's only a couple of hundred. No, 1,280, that will do nicely, thank you very much. Okay, so let's go and have a look. Just put some of these resources down. Just don't need to keep carrying around. I'll keep dynamite. Oh, let's put the dynamite over here. At least 2 sticks of it. And I am running out of space to place things. I don't know what lithium is or what it's used for yet, but I guess I'll find out sooner or later. Right, so vehicle bay. The vehicle bay, to create this one, I think it's actually ready to go. It needs 4 aluminium. Oh yeah, look, I can print. So if I press Q, it says that large rover, aluminium, 4 of. I've got 4 there and I've got 1 on my backpack. So if I bring that up and put it on the table, it should still be fine. Yeah, there we go. So let's print a large rover. Could take a while. Wish I could get rid of that. Yeah, that's going to take take a bit of time, isn't it? Right, as it's doing that, You can see the blocks going down on the materials, slowly chipping away at it. Right, so luckily we've already got one of those because we found it in the shuttle crash over that way somewhere, I think. So we should be able just to plunk it straight on top. Plus we've also got our solar panel just there, which we previously made, to put on it. So what else can we do with that? Let's have a look at our... So what do we do next? Do we go for a shuttle? Do we go for a large one? We should have enough once the research is finished. But then we probably need one of these on top. Probably. And then we'll need to fuel it. Yeah, that's still going slowly. So I think what we'll need, let's put a drill head on it. Oh, that's pretty interesting. And a crane. Beacon, don't need a beacon. Let's have a look. Medium fabricator. I imagine there'll be a large fabricator at some point. An extra large platform. Medium storage. Got medium storage, haven't I? Yeah. Large, I could probably do with one with those. Oddly enough, those thrusters, you can't buy them. Oh, look. Okay, so now you don't need to put the solar panel on it, but look, it's slowly filling up. Let's put that up there. That's the power. But you can see the power feed coming in. So let's get our solar panel over, which is spare and doesn't affect the research station at all. And yeah, we can put that there. And that should fill up a bit better. And we could always put a battery on it. It's funny enough, we got one of them. Not a huge battery, but and we can take this bad boy for a ride. It's probably really slow. Okay, it's good that you can just plug it in though. Right. Can we... Oh yeah. Look at that. Now you've got to remember, one of the nice things now that you're mobile is you can go where you like. You don't need to be tethered because this is your tether. So let's go have a look at this crash over here. Oh, that's got some goodies in it. Well, let's get out. No, I'm not particularly interested in those. Oh look, that's another seat. That seems to be a common thing with these crash wrecks, because there was one in the other. I don't need compound, I don't need the organic stuff, so I'm not particularly worried. If that had been a 3-seater, then I've been quite pleased about that, but as it happens, not so much. You can see the tether. That's what keeps you alive. And in we get, and off we go. Solar panel will keep it charged up. I suppose I could even go into some of the tunnels if they're big enough. So yeah, well, that's pretty cool. I like that. Right, it's now getting dark, and as you can see, the power is going on my Rover pretty quick. So, I did put a battery on it, didn't I? I wonder whether that actually has an effect, whether that's just one that will work on my backpack and that's it. That's just the standard. But yeah, we can go much further now. Even though this planet is rough, looking at. Come on, you're durable, you can deal with it. But I'm running out of power, my power is almost gone, look. It's still going, I bet that's using the battery on the front. Well, there's a tether just there. If I connect up to it. Yep, it was using the battery on the front. That's brilliant. But it is officially dead now. I only just made it to the tether. Oh, well, that'll be fine, because next morning the sun will come up, the solar panel will open up, and it will just charge it all up. I might build some bigger batteries then in that case, so I can go further with it. Right, so let's head back. That'll be fine where it is. It's heavy enough that it's not going to get blown away, I hope. Oh, research, get the research going. Not massive amounts, but what the hey. Okay, so there you are, that's how you build a vehicle, the attachments that you can put on it that to get you started in the first place, and things that you can put on it to keep it going for longer, and yourself with that. So yeah, that's fantastic. What else can we do whilst we're here? Storage. So we've done the vehicle bay, and the fabricators, and the medium printer. So those are the basic bits and pieces that we need. We're now moving forward. Done the mineral extractor. Oh, now we will need that, because that provides us with fuel for the rockets. No idea what a trade platform is. I'm guessing that just means I can trade bits and pieces, maybe, with other people, because people can join you in with you. You can play together. Canister, we've got that's unlocked. The inhibitor mod. No idea at this point. Terrain analyzer, but we will need that, which means we will need to build ourselves another platform. So, resin. We need resin. Elf friend. Okay, so large platform A, large platform B. I really don't like that one. It's like, why have that when that has more on it? Don't understand. And there we go. Because I had those on the 2 bits of resin on my backpack, it automatically used them. The other interesting thing, yeah, let me show you this. I've got lots of power on my gun. I didn't notice that. But one of the cool things you can do, quickly before the sun rises, is if I take this, get the gun out, you can see power. I can plug them into the car, and it will slowly fill up the points on my car. But we've also got sunrise, so as you'll see, so now that the solar panel is active, it's not using those, but if I load up the points on the vehicle with those, it will slowly repower the vehicle. Useful if you're going for a long excursion, I guess. Okay, see, now you can see why I was flattening it all out. Yeah, I need to do all of that as well. Oh, that's not right. Okay. Okay, so I'm not the world's best driver. Just don't tell the wife. Okay, so let's now where are we going to put that? Well, I suppose we could put it here, just expanding this sort of generalised. Unpack it and power it, and what we'll do is, thought you could pick these up and move them. Okay. So a bit of a perfectionist. Oh yeah, it's nice and straight. Okay, so let's go for this hydrazine catalyzer. Let's buy that. It comes up at the bottom. And I'm guessing we're going to need the medium fabricator for that, which is just over here. Well, let's go to the front of it so we can actually see what it says, and I didn't see it backwards. Okay, now I haven't brought that, but I can fabricate one. Solar panel, one seat. So, okay, that's interesting. That does not make it. It must be this one then. Mineral extractor. There we go. 2 copper. Do I have 2 copper? Yes, I do. There we go. Put it on my back. Put that on my back. And examine and print. Oh, that's going quick. Look at that. I have seen some of that when we took the buggy out. Okay, that's not sure which way round it goes, or even if it needs to go round. That's there we go. Lovely. Okay, it needs that bobble. Okay, let's go and see if we can find what it's looking for. Okay, an important thing to notice, or if you flip your vehicle, it is very easy to get it back on its wheels again. You just get out and get back in it, and it just reflips. So I saw, drive over here a bit, and there was plenty of it in the tunnels as well. I'd be going in the wrong direction. That's on. No. Oh, there it is. Look. Well, there's some at least. This is what we're here for. You see, it says hydrazine reactants. That's what we're after. Little bobbly thing. I'm going to move my buggy back a bit. So at this point I'll drive it straight back into the hole. There we go, that'll just be sod's law. Okay, so let's continue this extraction. Yes, it'll be right underneath my buggy. And I think that's all we're going to get. Okay. No, you didn't have to make a big buggy, you could have made a small one. But I've already seen the small one, so I fancied a change. Let's see what the big one was like. Oh, come on, buggy, you can do it, you can make it, you know you can. Okay, let's see this thing in action. Let's see what we get in return. So, let's cue our backpack. Some of that, some of that, and some of that. Aha, okay, maybe we need canisters to fill up. Okay, that presents us with a little bit of a problem, so I don't think we've got any canisters. Canisters. No, not that one. Small generator, tethers, canisters, and for that I need resin. I think. Have I got any resin? No, I think I'm fresh out of resin. No, not resin. Is that some over there? Yeah, there we are. There's some just over here. And with the joy of my new canister on the backpack, giving me extra time, I can harvest this. Is that all of it? No, it's never all of it. Yeah, I think that's all of it now. Okay. Yep. That's one of me. Okay. Right, so canisters. Let's make a couple of them. I think I need 3. Right, so 3 empty canisters. How would you say it going? Just Q? No. Yes, I want you to turn it on. Oh, okay, you press that button in the floaty button on the front, which is completely different to how any of the others work. And there we go, we've got hydrazine fuel. So we can now build our shuttles and power them with that. There you go, fantastic. So, exploration finds you some unexpected and very useful resources. The vehicle bay need aluminium to build the large rover and quite probably the small rover as well. And all you really need to do with the rovers is put a seat on them. And I found 2 seats in the crashed, as you saw in the video earlier in the video, you get the crashed modules, and then you can just bung those on the vehicle, and that's all you need to do to get your vehicle going. But adding a solar power to it is useful, so it charges up the power banks down the sides. You can add a battery to it to give you a longer range, or if you've got power modules, you can stick those on there. Power resources, that is, you can stick those on there, and at night time they will get used to keep you going even further. Now I'm fairly sure you can put drills and winches and that sort of thing on this as well. So shall we try that? Let's buy the drill, if we can afford the drill front end. A fuel condenser. No idea what that is at the minute, but that's how we'll find out. Lots of things to experiment with, still to come. Small oxygen tank. I think that's probably what I found is on my backpack just there. Where are they? Medium generator. Small battery, medium battery. That might be worth building one of those to put on the car. 6,000 bytes though, that's not cheap. The drill, where's that drill gone? Must be there. Yeah, there it is, drill head. Yeah, drill head to what though? Does it go on the front of the vehicle? Winch, that's expensive, that's another 4,000 bytes. We will be going for the large shuttle next. I'm going to build that up to 8,000, and then next video we're doing shuttles. And I'll probably just do the one-seater. But I'll probably need that one-seater to sit on top of it. Not sure what the habitat module is about. Whether that needs to go anywhere particular. Not sure at this time. Another work in progress. So the drill. Where do we make the drill? Let's have a look at the here. Suit medium storage drill head. Oh, there we go. And we need resin and aluminium. Okay. I think I've used all my aluminium. Oh no, I haven't. But I don't have any resin. We used all of that up again. Aluminium. Resin. There is more resin around. Oh, there it is. There it is. I only need the one. There's a storm heading my way by the looks of it. So let's get this show on the road quickly. No, I don't want it on top of my gun. I want it there. Okay, so let's put the gun away and print. No, looks like that storm's blowing in completely the other direction. Excellent. It does look big. Okay, oh, that's some malachite. Let's get that smelting, because you never know, you might need it. Gonna keep one though. Yep, that's a big boy. I bet that fits on the front. Let's take that and let's put it on the back. This may only fit well on the front of the smaller vehicle. But yep, that looks almost exactly like that's where it goes. Let's see, how do you use it? It's night time, so I'm going to be using the battery power. Yep, avoid the hole I just made. Okay, well we've got a drill on the front of our car, it doesn't seem to be doing a lot. Maybe it's not the right place to have it, maybe there's a different tool, or maybe put it on the winch. That sounds sensible. Okay. Oh, no! Oh, there's lots of nasty things there. Oh, I'm stuck in a tunnel. That's not good. Now that was unexpected. No, you never know, we might find some research while we're down here. Let's get out. Have a look at these guys. And run away from the gas. There we go. Run away! hopefully down here the solar panel will still catch the sun. Be interesting if it does. If not, I can always mine some power. Anything? So mining some power, mining some power. Some power in the wall there, look. Yeah, get the feeling that goes on a winch. Let's fill up our batteries. As you can see, the power is coming off and going into our vehicle. Let's get that out. Smooth the landscape over a bit. Okay, now I really need to find my way out of here. Didn't find any research, that's disappointing. What did I? Look at that. Straight off that plant, let's take it back to the buggy. I suppose the thing that I could do, well, I did a good job of levelling that off. Let's put it on top there. Just gonna dig my way up, can I? Okay. Right, well, I'll dig myself out and get back up to the base, and that'll be for the next video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. There's a subscribe button underneath, please hit it if you've enjoyed this video, you found it useful. And you know, you can follow us on Facebook, find us on Twitter, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, have a good one. Bye bye.